Amando, what a week it was for you guys last week. You cap it off with a 2-1 win at Charleston, taking down the best team in the USL Championship. Just to recap last week, man, just what was it like to get a well-needed win on Saturday against the top team in the league after everything that's kind of happened a third into the season?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's definitely, it's definitely like good getting that result. I mean, in that game, a lot of moments could have went, the other way, kind of like in past games for us. But I think it kind of just goes to show like the kind of team that we have. I mean, we have the players. I think just in moments, I don't want to blame it on luck, but we've just been kind of, missing that little. I don't want to say luck, but to me, it's like a little bit of luck of maybe getting that extra like touch at the end to get a goal, or saving, or getting that last block in front of our goal. I don't think the guys are like jumping ship, or having a bad attitude. I think going there and being able to do what we did, even if they had a man down, like they have a great team. So for us to come out there with a 2-1 win was definitely fantastic.
Amando, you mentioned being up a man for a majority of the second half. Still kind of an even game. Did that kind of surprise you there a little bit, as far as in the second half it being a lot more even, and possibly not seeing that domination that you expect whenever you're a man out?
I mean, like I said, like they have a fantastic team. We knew they were going to come out either way. Obviously, it's a little bit easier to maintain the ball, but there was moments where they had a lot of the possession. So credit to them for going out and fighting. But I think like the mentality that we had, even getting scored on, being able to come out, like the guys were still going forward, busting the butt to try to get that second goal, and luckily we were able to do it.
Let's talk about, I guess with the whole coaching change, how's that all kind of gone? What's that whole process been like?
Yeah, obviously, like getting a new coach, it's definitely like a little bit different. Obviously being the first couple months with Brian, and now having Wilmer as head coach, like we're still trying to adjust to the way he wants to play and kind of his ideas. But I mean, all the guys, have the right mentality, and I think we're gonna just try to do whatever Wilmer needs us to do, because we know he has a lot of experience. So we're gonna trust him, trust in the process, and I know things will go our way.
Individually speaking, let's address the pink elephant in the room. Describe the goal,
Yeah.
because it looked like that ball went exactly where you intended it to go.
Man, like from the moment that because that was a complete counter,
Right.
like they almost scored on us. I think the kid that ended up scoring like had a shot. Jamali has a great save, and like I mean that's a good testament to us. Like as soon as we win it, everyone jumps forward, and I was starting about where the 18 was. And I just put my head down. I'm like, look, if I don't get the ball, no big deal. But as long as I give him another option. And I mean, long story short, Toomey makes a great run, sees me open. I take it. I see the goalie a little bit malpositioned, so and I just hit it. I'm not left-footed, but sometimes you just gotta shoot shoot it at the net and it'll go in.
And it looked like the plate was going towards the right, and you were coming down the left side.
Yes,
Side, and he
yeah,
decided to go
yeah.
back.
I mean, luckily I think that was a great play, obviously. But yeah, I think it just goes to show that like even though we could have, been like, hey, let's just get that point, on the road against, one of the best team in like the league. We think we didn't give up, and eventually, kept pushing to get that goal.
How big of a momentum boost is it for you guys? Like, winning is already enough, but, starting a new chapter with the squad this season, how big of a momentum boost can this be for you guys moving forward under the direction of Cabrera?
I mean, in terms of like momentum, I think you could definitely tell like in the sessions that we've had, just the mentality the guys have now. Like we have like kind of like another aura to us. Obviously we won 2 games, one with Wilmer, so it's nothing to get too excited about. I think it's definitely a great step forward for us. Given the situation we've been in the past 12 games. But like I said, guys have the right mentality and guys are willing to push forward. So I'm excited to see what's next for us in these next couple games.
Last question for me, turning the page, looking forward to what this Saturday is. Obviously, you guys are coming off of a win, a home game. Hopefully, the crowd gets reinvigorated with this last win and goes out and supports you all on Saturday night at Southwest University Park. What can you tell us? What do you look forward to, or what do you anticipate for this game against Birmingham on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, for us, is still trying to get that first win at home. I think the fans need it. We need it more than anything. But just to give that joy to the people that come out and watch us, we know like people come out and try to have a good time, and us not being able to, pull through for them is definitely, definitely like weighs on our shoulders. But I think, like I said before, this momentum kind of changed, like we've been talking about with the coach getting this win against one of the best teams in the league. I think we're gonna come out with like the best mentality and just doing the right things because, like I said, Wilmore has a different kind of system that he wants to play, and I think it suits us with the players that we have. So I'm excited to see, and I know we're gonna come out 100%.
I think I just have one.
Yeah.
Just adapt, the new system, you touched on it. How difficult, or just what's the experience like trying to learn something new after you guys spent a third of the season under, Claire Out's kind of system?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like we're all. A lot of us have played in the league. Played with multiple different coaches. But like I said, like getting something that the coach wants to do is kind of tough. At the beginning, we were able to pull it off. Obviously, this past weekend. But there's still a lot of things that we need to get better in terms of like what he necessarily wants. But at the end of the day, we're the ones that go out and play. So he makes us understand that very clearly, that whatever he puts out, he'll do his best job, but at the end of the day, we got to go out and perform. So it's not like nothing too crazy, but there's definitely some things that like you can tell he has such a different kind of way of looking at the game, and I think it'll help us out a lot. Like I said, with the players that we have. So, I'm excited to see how we come out on Saturday.